In this chapter, you are going to see how to create panels for users. A panel will contain several controls that will allow a user to adjust them to his taste. Depending on what signal it is controlled, the target, the installer can allow the user to adjust volume, sources, or EQ. Selecting panels in the main menu, you can access to the list of available panels and selecting one of them, all zones in this example, you can check which controls does it contain. Each control can have different control options that will be selected by the user. Panels can be created and edited. Both options drive you to the same window, where you can label the panel and decide if this panel will give user access to the player or presets. The administrator will also select which users can have access to this panel. The first option will be public. This will allow any smartphone or tablet with the app that connects to the device, select Public Panels option, and access to that panel with no credentials. You can easily identify which panels are public in the list because the padlock will be open. You, as an administrator, can give access to several users to one panel. Once the user enters the credentials, he will receive all his assigned panels, not only from one device, but all the VIDA devices in the network. Note that when the panel is not public, the padlock is locked. When you are visualizing controls, click on the pen next to it to edit. In the Edit Control window, the administrator will first see the label field and the target. The target is the signal that the user will adjust with the controls below. The volume will show a slider control with a vometer below it. The slider takes the color assigned to that signal. Sources selection will allow the user to choose one of the selected sources. Graphic EQ will allow to adjust the graphic EQ of that targeted signal. Note that depending on the target signal, you will or not will be allowed to activate some of the controls. For example, you cannot activate a graphic EQ or source selection of a source.